Alright, this is a quick note on how to create a simple arm or leg joint. As you can see on this model here, this is a professional model by Haifand. There's this little setup where you end up with 3 edges on the front side, or where the bend is. The arrow here points towards the bend itself, right? And back here is basically where sort of like the inner side of the bend would be, and you end up with 2 edges coming out of it, and it makes for sort of a cleaner bend in things. So that's a really simple way to put that in there, and to do that you simply go, and I like to just use Shift, right click, split polygon, but you can use interactive split tools fine too. I'm just stuck on this. So I've got my 3 edge loops that represent the elbow here, and I'm going to place this here, this here. You know what? Let's go ahead and real quick, I'll redo that. Let's go ahead and, just to make things easier, I'm going to select this and hit F so that this becomes my center point, where you can select the whole thing, all of these little pieces here, right? F key, and now I'm centered right around the elbow so I don't have to mess with things. It's just a little easier. So let's do that again, right? Shift, object mode, Shift, split polygon. Here we go. We're going to go here, 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 we're going to go and end it here. And that gives us our elbow setup, right? And I can kind of adjust those if I want, right? And again, you want to kind of, if you grab the yellow on any selection tool, of course, it's going to adjust as per camera. You could also use the slide edge tool, which is going to be kind of a nice little potential setup. If I grab here and here, I can kind of slide edge them to where they need to go, right? But really, it's pretty much where I want it to be, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so now the knee down here, again, I'm going to select just sort of the faces. Let me make sure. Looks like we could probably move this knee, slide this edge down just a little bit more. Right, let's take a look at that in the front view in comparison to my reference. See, that's the knee. Those 3 right there are the knee. Well, it's looking pretty alright. I noticed that there's a little bit of range I want here to pull this out a little bit more. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that because I need maybe a better reference on that, which we'll talk about in the next video. So let's go back to this edge real quick. So here we are. Let's select all the faces, hit F, and now I'm just zoomed in around the knee. I'm just simply going to add. I'm going to just add that again. So let's go to my favorite, split tool. Here's the side of the knee. I'm going to place this up here, and here, and here, and here, and looks like probably going to be here. Now you notice that this is a little off. This is obviously the center edge. Let's select this center edge here. How far up does that go? I don't mind it up here, but I do want to maybe move it over a little bit. So let's slide that a little so it's a little more in line. There we go. Right? And maybe this one here. And we'll slide that over. This is again just sort of cleaning up my vert adjusting, and I'd go back through. I'll just poke these on into better alignment. This usually takes up lots of your time kind of making these line up, but that looks pretty good. And now I can take these ones here, right, and just move them down, and we're creating that nice little bit of leg zone. Where's the butt cheek? It's up there further, so this is okay. Right, so there you go. There's the back of the leg, and it looks like I still have some more bits to do here. Kind of get these to slide in a little more too. But again, that's kind of what we want. We're going to need that reference, some good reference to really keep an eye on things. Even if you know anatomy really well, it's good to find some reference, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. So it's a little extreme. We can soften that a little bit. Let's see. I want to even out some of this a little bit, and I'll do that by grabbing my sculpt geometry brush, and I'll just relax it a little. Right, a little bit of relax, so it smooths the contours a little bit more. Right, there you go. And a couple little more vert adjustments, and I've got my elbows and knees in for a nice simple joint bend that will work. It's not the most amazing, but it's very simple, and it works well because you're just giving it more geometry to bend with, right? So there you go.